chapter, which is chapter number 12. How the heading is how heavy and how light. Chapter number 12, how heavy and how light. So these words are very simple. Means this heading is very simple. Means what is the meaning of this heading? So heavy and light. So these words we are using when we are weighing something, right? Suppose if I am holding this chalk, I am having this chalk. So this chalk is having something weight of it, right? Means if we are buying something, if we are buying some things from outside from the shop, so that particular things are having their own weight. So in this chapter we will learn about the weight of different objects. Means how many weights, means how we can measure the weight, in which unit we can measure it. So this all the things we will learn. So before starting this chapter, first of all you should know about the measurement units. So which units are there of weight, means which units we are using to measure the weight. So to measure this weight, we are using most probably gram and kilogram. In your syllabus, you have to learn about the gram and kilogram. These units already you have learned in the previous chapters, right? But here I am explaining to you the weight, means the units of weight. These three units I have written. mg stands for milligram, g stands for gram, and this kg stands for kilogram. So these three units I have written on the board. mg stands for milligram, g stands for gram, and kg stands for kilogram. These three units we are using to measure the weight. Now what is the difference between these three units? What is the difference between these three units? So milligram is the very small unit, because for the very small amount we are using this milligram. To measure the very small quantity, we are using this milligram. Gram. For the lightweight objects, we are using this gram unit. Means suppose already I have told you that suppose I am talking about this chalk. So this chalk is little bit light in weight. So for this chalk we will use this gram unit. Now kilogram. Kilogram when we are using. So you are knowing, right? If we are going in somewhere else outside to buy vegetables, to buy fruits, so that particular vegetables and fruits we are taking in kilogram. Suppose we are asking for the 1 kg apple to that seller, right? So first that seller is weighting this 1 kg apple, and then he or she is giving us back that 1 kg apple, right? So like this kilogram we are using for the big quantity. Now what is the relation between these units? What is the relation between these units? So you are knowing that we are using this formula. In your grade 4, we are using this formula between gram and kilogram. So what is the relation between gram and kilogram? So we are using this formula, that 1 kg is equals to 1000 gram. This formula we are using, right? This you have to remember, that in 1 kg how many grams are there? 1000. We can give explanation like this, that in 1 kg how many gram are there? So there are 1000 gram in 1 kg. Also you can write like this way, that 1000 gram is equals to 1 kg. Already the meaning is same, but I have written this 1000 gram first is equals to 1 kg. So this formula can be asked in the objective type question, means in the multiple choice question, in the filling the blanks, in the true false also. This formula will be asked. And in this chapter, by using this formula, we will do the conversation sums. It is given in your workbook on the first page. How we can do the conversation sum, means how we can convert gram to kilogram, kilogram to gram, like this. So let's see that kind of sums. Before starting that sums, you should remember some points which I am explaining to you right now. Suppose we are talking about the convert gram to kilogram. Suppose I have written here, convert this gram to kilogram, means gram is small unit than this kilogram. Again I am explaining, gram is small unit than this kg, means we are converting this gram into kilogram. So whenever we are converting this small unit into big unit, at that time we have to do division. So how we can do this method in the sum? So let's start the sum. Suppose I am writing here, convert 7000 gram in kilogram. This is your question. So how we can do this sum? So first we have to understand the heading, that 7000 it is given in gram. So we are converting this gram into kilogram. That means we are going in small to big unit. So for that we need to do the division. This you have to remember. So how to write this sum? So few format is there. So you have to remember this format. So first we are writing this question, 7000 gram. Now to converting this gram into kilogram, which formula we are using? Which formula we are applying? This formula, 1 kg is equals to 1000 gram. This formula we are applying, right? So this formula we have to write here. In the second step, we have to write 1 kg is equals to 1000 gram. And whenever you are writing this formula in the sum, so mention this formula with this underline. Mention it with the underline always. Now third step, as I told you that if we want to convert this small unit into big unit, we have to do the division. That means we will make division of this 7000 with this 1000. So why we have to write here 1000 only? Because we are converting this small to big, and by using this formula 1 kg is equals to 1000 gram. That's why we are writing here 1000. That's why we are dividing with the 1000 only. Now remember one thing, that whenever you are writing, whenever you are dividing with this 1000, at that time remove this gram and put this kg unit. Why? Because we are converting into kilogram. That's why remove this gram unit and put here kilogram unit in this short form. Now how you can divide this 7000 with this 1000? So you won't need to do like this. You won't need to do like this kind of division. No, directly you can divide like this. 7000 divided by 1000. In this format you can do in your rough space. Now I taught you previously that if in the place of denominator and in the place of numerator, same number of zeros are there, so it can be cut directly. Number of zeros are 3 in the place of numerator and number of zeros are 3 in the place of denominator. So only this 0 can be cut. So what is remaining now? 7. So 7 kg is your answer. This is your sum. It is finished only in this 3 steps, 1, 2 and 3. You have to remember these 3 steps only. In this format, you have to find this sum in the exam also and in the workbook also. Again, I am explaining. Convert this 7000 gram into kilogram. That means small to big unit. So we will do division. And this formula we are using. 1 kg means 1 kilogram is equals to 1000 gram. So we will write this step 7000, the sign of division, and divided with this 1000. Kilogram will come. So 7000, if we are dividing with this 1000, so backside this 3 zeros are cutting. That means 7 only is remaining. So 7 kg is our answer. Now suppose if the question will be like this, opposite from the previous one, that convert 11 kg into gram. That means this kg we are converting into gram, opposite from the previous one. In previously we have converted the gram into kilogram, small to big, and in this we are converting kilogram to gram, means big to small. Kilogram to gram, that means big unit into small unit. So as we have done the division in the small to big, when we are converting small to big unit, so in this, when we are converting this big unit, means this kg into gram, so at that time we will do multiply. So these points you have to remember while doing this kind of conversation sum. So our question is convert this 11 kg into gram. So first we will write this question 11 kg. Now we will apply, we will write that formula, which formula we are using. See, in this kind of sums, you have to mention this formula in all the sum. So 1 kg is equals to 1000 gram. Mention this formula with this underline. Now, as I told you that whenever we are whenever we are converting this big to small, at that time we have to do the multiply. So, to this 11 kg, we are multiplying. We are multiplying this 1000. Right? So whenever we are multiplying this 1000 with this 11, remove this kg and put this gram backside because we are converting into gram. Now it's very simple. Directly you can multiply. How? 11 ones are 11 and backside this 30 you can put directly. So your answer is 11,000 gram. This is your answer. Again I am explaining. Convert 11 kg into gram. So for that, whenever we are converting big to small, do the multiplication and write this formula 1 kg is equals to 1000 gram. Whenever we are multiplying with this 1000 with this 11, put gram unit backside and 11 multiply this 1000, so your answer is 11,000 gram. All the time you have to mention this unit. If you forgot to mention this unit backside, so your marks can be cut in the exam. So it is compulsory to mention this formula backside. So I hope that all you have understood this conversation sum very well. Thank you. Have a nice day.